So I've just got the newest build open here. So just this one on an iPhone 6. This catch-up that you can see here, I just created maybe about 10-15 minutes ago. But again, I don't know how to delete it, so we'll just have to leave it there for now. I have opened up the Keynote file, so what we'll try and do is just sort of walk through this, and anything I do notice, it's probably the easiest way to try and check out the UI. However, overall, it's starting to look a lot better, and I don't think we're far off getting it spot on. Only minor tweaks here and there, otherwise it's starting to look pretty good. Now, first thing that I do see is just on this menu here. For some reason, this is not sitting perfectly. If I can find the right file. Oh God, where is it? Yeah, okay. So this one just seems to look a little bit too expanded vertically, as in there's too much space. It just needs to be pushed in slightly. So to word it differently, this seems too big. Let's compress it vertically. This screen itself, looking pretty much spot on. You know, there's not really much I can point out. It's looking good. Spacing here, I would like for you to just check in between the subtitle, the more details, and the bottom one. Just have a check to make sure that that is correct. Otherwise, we're looking good with that one. Now, the thing we do need to work on is the wording for this sad face, because it needs to change accordingly. So, for example, what I mean is if we have catch-ups here, we do have a catch-up on today. However, if I push it to Wednesday, it comes up with the same. Now, which is no fault of yours. We just need to word it to come up with different scenarios based on, you know, when this sad face does appear. So again, we can discuss that further. Each screen just needs to be customized a little bit, depending on, you know, if it's the first time you've gone in, there's no invites, or if you've cleared out your invites, it'll be a different message that'll appear each time. Let's try and create a catch-up so we can go through that process here. So if we so on this screen, this seems to look reasonably good. I think it's, yeah, pretty good. Only thing we need to try and work out more from a functionality perspective is
So there's an old one.
I'm just thinking if, yeah, this sort of makes it. Look, UI, let's leave it for now. The functionality we can look into. Looks good, no issues with this one. I think the only thing I was sort of, Daniel, you're just calling. Daniel, you're calling me, which is Gurkha's phone. So try Tom. The only thing I can notice here is there's obviously a lot of things which may confuse the user. So we can work that out slightly differently. But good, let's keep moving. So let's say we select recent person here, recent person here. One thing I did notice, as soon as you click there, the names disappear. We want that to remain. And the other thing that's a little bit annoying throughout the application is the keyboard stays up in the way of anything you're doing. So for example, if I was to type in GU, I don't know, a name starting with GU or something, again, I can't see. Visually, it's very hard to see because the keyboard sort of gets in the way. So functionality-wise, we want the keyboard to be able to sit in a position that everything else still looks okay, because at the moment with the keyboard, it's just sort of obstructs it a little bit. Or we should be able to pull the keyboard down so it gets out of the way. And again, I'm not sure how to do this because now I can't get rid of the keyboard until I press search. So let's say if we selected a couple of people here, you've got 3 different names. As soon as I click on there, all the names disappear. So we want the names to be there. And and the keyboard to disappear. So that's just me summarizing it. Now if we click here again, this looks fine, not a problem. We can go into camera, first time and last for permission, which we've given. We can go into gallery, great, select something, that's fine. The image sizing is looking good as well because it was stretching it initially. The image was being stretched, now it was being stretched. Now it seems to look okay, which is good. Now that screen right there, that green pop-up is doesn't look right. Now I can't go back to it, but if you have a look at that in detail, it does not look right because the fonts just sort of look out of place. Rest of the screen looks great. It's fine, I can't really notice any issues with it except for this gap here. Let's try and decrease that and keep it consistent across all the different images. The other thing which is more from a design perspective that's we need to fix is the look of this, because this is seemingly catching too much attention here, where it's more of a side note thing. It's not supposed to be the priority, and I feel that's because this is a lot bigger than what it should be. It should be a very hidden sort of a very hidden sort of item, not in your face. On this front page, but again, that design I can alter. That's not a big issue. The rest of it looks fine. Again, we can type in something here. Let's try and type in something along to see where it sort of stops, which is about there. And maybe a pop-up should pop up saying you've reached the maximum limit of the title of the catch-up. And again, here let's type something reasonably sized. And it does something funny there, so that's worth looking into. And again, the keyboard here gets in the way, because if I keep pressing return, and this sort of gets a bit out of control, it should stay in one spot, not be draggable left and right, so only be draggable up and down, because as soon as I drag it right, I start to lose exactly what's happening here, and I can't read the rest of the text. So now the keyboard's gone away. I don't know how I got it away, but again, the keyboard orientation, let's try and work on that. Rest looks great. Duration of the catch-up, for some reason, this still looks a little bit congested and small. Just look into this screen. I think the design still doesn't look right. I feel the boxes should be thinner and a little bit more spaced vertically. But again, I might be wrong. And worth looking into. Now the main screen is this one. This, from a UI perspective, the rest of the build is looking quite good. No major issues. This one, however, is just not. It's just looking right. Structure-wise, the orientation, I don't know. Even the feel just doesn't look very clean and professional. We just want to give it a nice feel, like this one here. Now it's taking a while to load, so we can just let it do that for a second. So yeah, let's try and get the calendar a little bit similar to this one here. The other thing I can mention is if it's possible to change this icon to something that's a little bit more intuitive, that makes sense to what we're doing. So like an icon that looks like when you click on it, current date, because this looks like it might open up another icon. So again, if possible, if not a big issue. And functionality-wise, this is still a little bit chaotic because it just sort of goes everywhere. And I find it very difficult to use. And as you can see, all the events come up and disappear. It's not a very stable calendar. And yeah, the functionality of this one is not easy to use. And again, this event still stays there. I don't know if you're still working on this, but the calendar, the UI functionality definitely needs work. Locations, the screen is looking reasonably good. Only thing I feel is the space here is a little bit more than what's required. The space should be slightly less. Rest seems to look quite good. I'm not sure about that font. That font might be a little bit larger in size than it should be. Actually, all three of those fonts might be a little bit larger in size. But have a look. Now, what I did want to mention is when we click on this, the search locations, I'm not sure what we decided because there was the functionality of going into the map and then using the map to select locations. So in this case, I don't know, the keyboard doesn't really come up. So I can't really do anything at this stage. But let's assume the keyboard does come up and I type in a location and I can select it and go next. However, we did have the functionality of being able to go into the map. Now, the only time I can see the map coming up is down here. So if I click that icon at the bottom, so I don't know what's happening here, but if I click on this icon, that map comes up. However, the map should come up when we're searching for locations here. So we should be able to type here, but maybe an icon should exist next to the search. As soon as we click on that, the map appears and we can search our location via the map. So this is what I'm talking about. Where you can select a different radius, stretch back and forth, and then it will select locations within that area itself. I hope that makes sense, but if it doesn't, let me know and I can go through it again. And the final thing is when you click next here, this screen does not look correct. This pop-up here does not look right. Again, I don't know where it is in the Keynote file. Maybe I've missed it. If I have, let me know, because that doesn't look like it should. It just looks completely different and out of place. But I'll leave that here for now, and then we can have another discussion if need be. But I'll leave that for you to begin with. Anyway, thank you.